Welcome to AI for Business, your source for practical AI news and AI tools that matter. In the next few minutes, we'll explore OpenAI and Microsoft's evolving partnership, China's push into humanoid robots for manufacturing, workforce changes at Chegg, and what researchers are saying about the future of AI reasoning. Plus, we'll introduce you to an AI tool that turns text into professional videos and share a prompt tip to explain complex ideas in kid-friendly way. Our first story looks at a major change between two AI leaders. OpenAI and Microsoft are negotiating to revise the terms of their partnership. Microsoft has invested over $13 billion in OpenAI so far, and now OpenAI wants to cut Microsoft's share of revenue from 20% to around 10% by 2030. OpenAI expects to generate around $174 billion in revenue by then, and reports suggest that the relationship between the two companies has become strained. OpenAI has been working with Microsoft's competitors on its Stargate project and is also targeting some of the same business customers. There is also disagreement over intellectual property, with Microsoft wanting guaranteed access to OpenAI's technology beyond their current contract, which expires in 2030. Microsoft plays a major role in OpenAI's plans to change part of its business structure and possibly launch an IPO. Both companies seem eager to reach a new agreement, which could strengthen their multi-billion-dollar partnership. These changes could affect pricing, features, and future developments of AI tools from OpenAI and Microsoft. Now, let's turn to China, where a new AI development is taking shape. In Shanghai, humanoid robots are being trained to perform everyday tasks like folding clothes, making sandwiches, and opening doors. One company leading this effort is edge.Chegg, which runs its facility 17 hours daily, collecting large amounts of data to train these robots. During a recent visit, Chinese President Xi Jinping joked that these robots might one day play football, showing the government's interest in this technology. This push toward humanoid robots is part of China's strategy to address key challenges like trade tensions with the US, a declining population, and economic growth concerns. By combining AI with robotics, China aims to maintain its manufacturing strength. Advances in AI brains for robots are making this possible. Chinese companies are focusing on training data and improving AI models, with support from domestic firms like DeepSeek. The goal is not just to have robots that can perform tricks, but to create machines that can learn and adapt to become valuable workers. While these robots might help China keep its manufacturing edge despite demographic challenges, concerns about job displacement remain. Chinese state media suggests that, as in past industrial revolutions, long-term job creation will eventually outweigh the short-term disruption. Education technology is being greatly affected by AI tools, and Chegg is feeling the impact. This week, the online education company announced plans to cut 22% of its workforce, or 248 employees, as it faces new competition from AI. Known for textbook rentals and homework help services, Chegg has seen its website traffic decline over the past few months, with Chegg pointing to AI tools like ChatGPT that students are increasingly using instead of traditional education platforms. The company specifically mentioned Google's AI overviews, which are keeping users within Google's ecosystem, while more searches are shifting to their Gemini.A platform. OpenAI and Anthropic are also giving academics free access to their AI subscriptions. In addition to the layoffs, Chegg is taking other steps to reduce costs. They plan to close all of their offices in the US and Canada by the end of the year and will cut back on marketing and product development. The company expects this restructuring to cost between $34 to $38 million, but believes it will save $45 to $55 million next year and more than $100 million by 2026. Their subscribers dropped 31% to 3.2 million, and revenue fell 30% to $121 million in the first quarter. Chegg has even sued Google, claiming that AI-generated search results are reducing the demand for original educational content. Today's AI tool to try is in video. If you've ever needed to create professional videos for your business but don't have the technical skills or time, this tool makes it easy. You simply type in your text or add prompts, and the AI handles the rest. For example, if you need a product announcement or training video, you can input your script even if it's just a short paragraph, and InVideo will automatically generate a full video. The AI takes care of everything, from selecting visuals to adding transitions and even creating a voiceover. The editing features allow you to adjust the results to change the timing, swap images, or modify the voiceover to better align with your brand's style. It turns what used to take teams days into just minutes. Link to try in the description. The prompt tip for today is the curious kid approach. This helps you get better responses from AI by framing your prompts like a curious child asking questions. Simplifying your language and focusing on the basics helps AI understand exactly what you need. For example, if you need to explain a technical concept to your team, ask the AI to explain our new cybersecurity policy as if I'm explaining it to a kid who asks lots of why and how questions. This is useful for creating training materials, as it helps make things clearer and more accessible to everyone, regardless of expertise level. When people understand concepts at a basic level, they're better able to apply that knowledge in more complex situations. That brings us to the end of today's AI for Business podcast. If you found this information helpful, please take a moment to subscribe so you never miss our updates. Sharing this podcast with your colleagues is also a great way to help more professionals stay informed. And if you have a moment, we'd appreciate it if you could leave a review. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to welcoming you back tomorrow for the next episode.